welcome to week 6 of my marathon training. Today I'm doing my longest run ever. It's going to be a 24k run, my longest run ever. It's quite windy today, but it's not raining, which is always good. I feel like the last few weekends when I was doing the long runs, it's been very sunny. Today is very cloudy, but yeah, temperature is very good. It's about 11 degrees Celsius, so it's quite a nice day for a long run. Hopefully it'll go well. Yeah, so we will see. I had breakfast 2 hours before I headed out on this run. Today I had 2 pieces of toast with butter. After last week's long run, yeah, after I kind of ran out of energy towards the end of the run, I decided I'm going to have a little bit more food. So I had 2 pieces of toast with butter and a cup of coffee. Hopefully that's going to help with today's run. I'm also going to fuel throughout I think it's going to be about 3 hours this run. So I'm going to fuel throughout. Hopefully it works. It's very open around here, so it's very windy. Hopefully you can hear me okay. My eyes are watering just from the wind, just headwind. It's so windy. Today I've decided to go a different direction to where I would normally go. Normally I go the other way because there are less roads to cross, but I got so bored of running that way, so I'm going the other direction today. The reason I don't really like this route or this direction is because there's a very big long hill that I have to run up. It doesn't look like it's very steep, but it is very long uphill. But yeah, I got so bored with the other route, so I thought today's long run I'm going a different way because just mix it up a bit. I'm nearly at the top of the hill. It's so long and the wind just keeps blowing, really strong wind, so it's just constant windy and uphill. I have to walk for a little bit. That's why I didn't like running this direction, just because of that really big hill, and it really doesn't help when it's so windy. So the first run of this week was a tempo run. Oh, I'm still crying from the wind. It was, yeah, tempo run. It was quite hard. Just come off the main road because it was just too loud to kind of talk on the bit of main road. That big steep hill really tired me out now. I feel like I had good energy and was going okay, and then that big hill, oh god, that was really hard. Anyway, back to the first run of the week. So yeah, it was a hard tempo run, but I think it was to do with the shoes I was wearing. Some of you might remember I got the Puma DV8 Nitro 2 that I really wanted to like. I was really excited to try them out and kind of hoping they would feel good on tempo runs, threshold runs and any kind of speed workouts. I ran in them doing my tempo run on Wednesday, but they ended up really not working out for me. I always feel like whenever I start running in them, my lower legs just feel really tired, and I feel like I have to make a lot of effort to just run like at a normal pace, let alone run fast in them. So that run felt really hard, especially the first half when my body was still kind of getting warmed up a bit more. After the run, when I got home, took my trainers off, did my kind of post-workout stretches and everything, and I just felt like my right calf was really hurting. It was quite achy, and it almost feels like, you know, when you pull a muscle, it felt like I pulled a muscle in my calf, and it was quite painful for a couple of days. And I put it down to the shoes because they just didn't feel right when I was running in them. I don't know what it is, but it just didn't work for me. So I've done a lot of research kind of over the last few weeks in some other shoes, and even before I got the Puma, I was doing research on what the best shoes are for like long runs and long distances. So I've decided to get a pair of Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. They're on offer, so they should be arriving next week, and I'm really looking forward to trying them out, and I really hope they're good. I really want them to be my marathon shoes. So I've just done an hour of running, so I'm having some jelly babies. At half an hour I had a gel, so I'm going to mix it up a bit and have some jelly babies. The second run of this week was an easy 8k, which I did after work. It's slowly staying lighter now, even after work, so that was nice. I didn't even need my head torch. I did that run in my Asics Nova Blast 3TR, and my legs felt fine, and my calf was okay, and yeah, it definitely was the Puma shoes I wore when I did my first run that hurt my calf so much. So on to today's run. It's a 24k long run, which is so far my longest run I've ever done. It's split into two, so I need to do 18k at a comfortable pace, and then the last 6k at 7:10, 7:20, which is the pace I'm kind of doing now anyway. This is kind of my comfortable pace, 7:10, and I think that's my kind of pace for marathon day as well. So I'm almost 10k into the run, which means I've still got just over 14k to go. I've turned around and going the other direction back, heading the way I came, and now the wind's blowing from the back, from behind. My hair's just been really annoying, keeps getting in my mouth, getting in my eyes. I know some of you might say I could wear a hat or something to stop the hair blowing into my face, but my hair is so thick, if I put anything else on top of my head, it's going to be really hot. I feel like my thick hair acts like a hat already, especially when it's like really cold out. I don't need to wear a hat because my hair is just so thick. Yeah, putting anything else on the top of my head, it's just, I'm just going to overheat. Some of you might know I'm doing the Manchester Marathon. I do have a question and something I'm not too sure about, so maybe some of you out there might know the answer. So I'm currently training in a hydration vest to carry my fuel and water and things like camera and phone and things like that. I know that some big races in America have banned hydration vests. I couldn't find anywhere on the Manchester Marathon website that you're not allowed to wear hydration vests, and I'm sure I've seen pictures and videos of people wearing one. Just wondered if any of you might know if you're allowed or not. The worst thing would be to turn up for the Manchester Marathon to be told that I'm not allowed hydration vest. Then that would be a bit of a nightmare. Just had my second show of this run, so I'm about an hour and a half into it, and I'm about halfway into this run as well, so I've still got just under 12k to go. I don't actually feel too bad. Energy wise I feel quite good, so that's quite positive. I'm now 2 hours into my run, and energy wise I still feel very good. I think my kind of fueling is working, and I also got a 500ml of soft glass of water which I've been sipping throughout, so I think it is working, but my legs starting to feel very tired. I think it's just the impact of running, like my joints and my hips, my knees and everything kind of just start to feel a bit tired and just kind of feel like it needs a break. So when I was having my jelly babies at the 2 hour mark, I kind of walked to have those, just to give my body a bit of a rest from the impact and the bouncing up and down. But other than that, actually I feel really good. I did have pasta for dinner last night, and I tried to get a good night's sleep to get a bit more rest, and yeah, a bit more breakfast kind of helped, I think. So yeah, it seems to be working. So I've done the 18k at easy pace or comfortable pace. Now I'm into the second bit of the run, which is the 6k at 7:10, 7:20 pace. So I've only got about 6k left. I'll probably have one more gel in a bit, kind of when I get to about 2.5 hours. Hopefully when I get back there's not going to be some surprise chafing around my body. It was never a problem for me before, I've never experienced chafing, but definitely I feel like when I get to about half marathon distance, chafing is very real and very painful. The first time I ever had any chafing was when I did my first half marathon last year. I kind of put it down to the bra I was wearing. I always feel like with sports bras, when you're a bit hot and sweaty and you're tired, it's quite hard to take off. So I got myself a bra that had a front zip, which means it's so much easier to take off after a run. I have run in that bra a few times, kind of 10k's and even longer distances, and they've been fine, but I wore that one during the half marathon last year, and when I got in the shower I had a really bad chafe, kind of where the zip was sat at the top. It was so painful. So last week when I did my double run totaling a half marathon distance, I was wearing a different bra and I never had a problem with that one either, but I found kind of around my ribs where the bottom of the bra was sitting, I felt there was a bit of chafing when I got in the shower after. So I don't know if it's the type of bra that I wear or whether it was actually the zip the first time round, or whether with long runs I just chafe in any type of bra that I wear. I now put on anti-chafe when I know I'm going out on a long run, especially when it's going to be a bit warm. Just reached 20 kilometers, so I've got about 4k left to go. My legs are quite achy now. Just my hips and my quads, they just feel quite sore running. So I've been stopping and walking a bit because, yeah, like I say, energy wise I feel good, but it's just my legs feel very tired. I have about just over 2k left, but I feel like my quads and my hips are so achy and so sore. I just need to have a bit of a walking break. Kind of can't wait to finish and go home, shower, put my feet up, like literally put my feet up because they're so tired. And also the wind's driving me crazy. It's so windy and it's so annoying. Every time I try to run and breathe, my hair just gets into my mouth, and because my hair's so long at the back as well, it kind of just gets into my mouth. By the time I got to about 2.5 hours, I think I only had like less than 4k, like 3.5k left of this run, so I didn't actually take my last gel as planned because I didn't feel like I would need it. Now I'm officially running the longest distance I have ever run. It's just over 22k now, so yeah, it's been long, definitely long. I'm not sure, I'm looking forward to next week's run because it's even longer. It's going to be 26k next week. My longest run ever done, and it's still really windy, which made it so hard towards the end. I ended up walking the last 200 meters. I just have nothing left in my legs. Like I said, my energy is good. I still feel like I could keep running in terms of like my breathing and yeah, energy wise, but my legs really just couldn't run anymore. My quads, my hips, everything was just aching so much. Just didn't want to move anymore, so I ended up walking the last bit. Yeah, I don't know what next week's going to be like. 26k. I don't know. Oh, it's hard. I do want to say a big thank you to everyone's support, kind words, comments, and you answering my questions, and then helping me decide on shoes and giving me tips on my first marathon. It's been really nice, and yeah, I just feel like I'm not alone, and you all like supporting me and giving me encouragement, and yeah, it's just really nice. I just really want to say thank you, and also thank you for watching the videos. I hope you enjoy them, and yeah, and maybe you are doing the same journey as me, running your first marathon, and yeah, it's just been very nice. So just very thank you. So next week's going to be, like I say, the longest run again. I'll see how that goes, but if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss out my next video, which is probably going to be another struggle. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. My name's Uni, and I'll see you next week. Bye.